Ladies and gentlemen, Savile Road 33 24. And this is still out, so I'm going to use it. Silver Steel by Boker. Probably last one. And I'm going St. James of London. And this is the Sandalwood and Bergamot. Sandalwood and Bergamot flavor. This is a good one. Nice scent. Stuff's a little expensive. I would never buy it again. Just because, in my opinion, this is very similar to the Art of Shaving. And I think this is $30 a tub. And the Art of Shaving is like, you can get it for like $20, $25. And I actually like the scent of the Art of Shaving Sandalwood. I mean, it's definitely a little different, but I wouldn't get it again. I'd get Art of Shaving. Just my opinion. Hope everyone's well. Oh yeah, I had a question that was presented to me about different edges. Like J-Nat, Cotty, and synthetic. And for the most part, synthetic is just not something that I'm interested in. They're sharp, very sharp, not buttery. I call buttery, smooth. It's not a smooth edge. It's just very sharp and edgy, harsh, you know. Just, again, my opinion, you know. Just throwing my opinion out there. You know, and then you got J-Nat, which is my favorite because you can pretty much, you know, Cotty too, you know, you can take them. The only thing with a Cotty, a true belled, not these hybrid. You know, you also have these hybrid type of Cotties. They come from the same mine, but, you know, they're not the, you know, the tan blue Belgian Cotty. You know, there's people that say, oh, well, that's a Cotty edge, when it's not really a Cotty. It's a hybrid, you know. That's not a Cotty. You know, well, whatever. But Cotties are a very buttery, smooth, very, very buttery. A little too buttery for what I like, but very nice edge. You know, I'd much rather have a Cotty edge than a synthetic edge. You know, but I just like a little more sharpness to an edge than what a Cotty produces. You know, and also if you hone on a Cotty and then do 15, 20 laps on Chromox or Diamond Spray or something, that's not a Cotty edge. That's a Chromox Diamond Spray edge. You know? But whatever. That's a whole nother, you know. But as far as, I mean, the best Cotty edge I've ever shaved, and a guy who knows his shit, my man Alfredo, right over here in Rhode Island. Alfredo knows his shit. That was probably the nicest Cotty edge that I've ever shaved. But, yeah, Alfredo knows his shit. But, all right, let's get this underway. I need a haircut, too, at some point. Which ain't gonna happen this weekend, probably. And it's why I do like, I'd much rather take a J-Nat. You can go extremely buttery or extremely sharp. I think a J-Nat is just much more versatile than the other stones. Again, just my opinion, you know. Like, you can't get that edgy, that sharpness out of a Cardi. Again, I'm talking a true Cardi edge, you know. Not one that's been Chromox, diamond sprayed, or whatever, some kind of, you know. I'm talking a Cardi edge, off a Cardi and dropped. You know, they're buttery. It's a very buttery edge, and they're nice, you know. Again, I'd rather take a Cardi than a synthetic edge. But, again, my personal preference is the J-Nat. And if you ever want to try a Cardi edge, I don't even know if Alfredo hones for people. But it was the nicest Cardi edge I've ever shaved. Very, very buttery. You know, I need a little more sharpness, though. Just, you know, again, for what I like. But very, very smooth. Very nice job. But yeah, but for the most part, Cardi edges, not for the most part, Cardi edges aren't extremely sharp, like edgy. They're very buttery. Money pass. Yep. So I just wanted to touch on that. Oh yeah, I've been watching the Arnold Palmer Invitational. I don't know, man. Tiger's back. Tiger is back. Ricky looks good, too. Ricky Fowler's looking good. Yeah, Ricky's looking good. Yeah, hope everyone's well, doing good. Oh yeah, what was that other? Oh, somebody else was saying how, you know, when they look at their razor, they get, I can't remember who it was now, but they were saying something about how they get some vertical lines. And they were saying, you think it was the stroke? Or they were asking me if they thought it was the stroke or what. And in my opinion, yeah, I've seen that happen definitely with circle strokes. But I think those are happening because of the slurry. You know, when you come into a I need a little water here. When you come into a stone, and this is why I hone the way I hone, you know, heel leading. You know, when you come into a stone flat, you know, flat into the stone, you have just that edge. And now when you're pushing that slurry, the only thing touching is that edge, right? Now, as you get a little deeper, you know, there's slurry kind of trapped. You know what I mean? And some of that slurry might be moving around, you know? And some of that slurry might be moving left or right, obviously, because you're coming down the stone and all you have touching is that edge. And obviously then the spine, but there's a hollow spot where there's slurry. And right where it's like half touching, you know, there's not as much, you know, touching the stone, that slurry's moving around, I'm sure. So you might get, and that's more to happen with a coddy, you know, because there's some like really sharp, hard, very, very hard particles. All right, let's finish this up. But, you know, when you hone heel leading, you know, say here's the stone, and you're coming down heel leading, you have all the rest of that edge. You have all the rest of that edge behind it, if that makes sense to anybody. I don't know if it does or not. But yeah, when you got, you know, when you're honing straight on, you know, there's a spot in that, you know, where the blade is touching the stone. Behind that, there's slurry, right? Could be moving around. Makes sense to me. You know, and that's why, too, I also like J-Nats. You know, they're comfortable. It's a very comfortable, very buttery edge. And again, you can go sharp and as buttery as you want. You know, it's tough to get that real. Coddies, very nice. They are. They, you know, it's a very, very buttery edge. I just like them, like an edge a little more edge to it, a little sharper. That, my good friends, was an absolutely awesome shave. Very, very nice. Boker Silver Steel 6/8. It's an extra hollow with the fake tortoise scale. We went Savile 33 24. Savile 33 24. We went St. James of London. This is the Sandalwood and Bergamot. Very nice. But again, I like the same type of performance soap, the Art of Shaving, in my opinion. And I'm going to finish it off with Fine Sandalwood, which smells like the Art of Shaving. Very nice. Now that is one great shave right there, baby. All right, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out with me for this shave, and you have yourself a beauteous, beauteous day.